Testing. Okay, this is good. Hi everyone. So in my recent journal entry, I wrote about how dependent I feel like I've become with Instagram. It's been really just consuming a big part of my life, and I just feel like I don't have lots of motivation. I have little motivation to do school or, like content creation or just other things that I enjoy doing. And I just also feel I don't really feel free. I feel like Instagram has been suffocating me in a way. In fact, I think Instagram has become one of my most used apps. Let's just check the screen time. So my daily average for Instagram is, or not daily average, my weekly average for Instagram is 10 hours and 18 minutes. Coming after is YouTube with 4 hours. But Instagram, yeah, you can see it's my most used app. And then I get the most notifications from Instagram, 159 notifications from Instagram. I think this is like weekly. So yes, as you can see, it's just been a very big part of my life. And it's funny because it hasn't always been like this. I remember in the past, I would only go on Instagram like maybe 2 times a week. Okay, maybe more, but I'd only go on it like a few times a week just to check kind of what my friends have been up to and just to check if I have any messages. And I even remember I had to like apologize for replying late a few times to some people because I wouldn't always like reply right away because I didn't have notifications on and I wouldn't go on it every single day. So that's that. And now the tables have turned completely. Now I'm obsessed with the app, and I like to describe it as this like mind numbing portal that's just been sucking all my energy, and it's been making me feel very drained. Drained doing what though? Just scrolling? Like I'd rather be drained and doing something valuable and productive rather than feeling drained after doing whatever it is I'm doing on Instagram. So as an experiment, I decided to turn off my Instagram notifications and not go on it for 2 days. Now you're probably wondering, like, 2 days, that's literally nothing. What are you doing? This is actually an experiment I'm doing for a project, and I have 2 days left. Well, not even. I'll have only 1 day. So a little bit of a time crunch, but 2 days, it's still going to make a difference. I just want to see how I'm going to feel, and if I have the willpower to restrain myself from opening Instagram, will I be able to delay my instant gratification and dopamine hit from the app? We'll see. I mean, it's definitely going to be a challenge because Instagram isn't only the app I go to for entertainment, but it's also the app I communicate with my friends and peers with. All my social circles, they're on Instagram, and I talk with all my friends through Instagram. Like I guess that's my favorite way to like text others. And so this is making me wonder, if I were to quit Instagram, which is not happening, but hypothetically, if I were to quit it, would my friends also disappear? Because if I didn't have any contact or their information or their phone number outside of Instagram, then yeah, I probably would have never talked to them again. Some of my friendships are just Instagram friendships, and they're just so superficial. And yeah, this is kind of scary to think that I probably wouldn't have been talking to a majority of the people I talk to now if it weren't for Instagram. But anyways, we'll talk more about this once I'm done the challenge. So I will see you guys in 2 days in a different location. I will be wearing the same outfit though, just for like cohesion, but I will see you guys in 2 days. Wish me luck. I'm back. It's not the next day, it's 2 days later, and I feel alive. I feel rejuvenated. I feel fresh. Okay, maybe I'm over exaggerating a bit, but we're just gonna roll with it. So I'm gonna break this video down into 2 parts. The first part, I'm gonna talk about how I felt and what I noticed after not going on Instagram for 2 days. And then for the second part, I'm gonna go into talking about why I do like Instagram and why I'm not going to quit it. Let's go into first the pros of not using Instagram. Now the first one is I noticed that my days felt a lot longer. Now, in a good way, of course. I do remember because like previously I feel like the time has just been flying by like crazy, and then the next thing I know it's 11 p.m. and I'm asking myself what the heck I did all day other than watch funny meme videos or read inspirational quotes or watch how other people are living their life. I just feel like this this time that I was checking my phone and going on Instagram is the time that I was able to put into doing other things. Like, for example, working on projects for a little longer or doing my other hobbies. Coming with this experiment, I really just wanted to be more focused and more in the zone, and I did feel that. While I did still have my phone like beside me near my desk, I wouldn't pick it up because I didn't really have a reason to pick it up. Previously, the only reason I did was to go on Instagram. Because I couldn't go, like, I just didn't see the use to do it. And so because of this, I just felt more present, more productive, more accomplished, and just more focused. And I feel like these are all feelings that every one of us wants to experience, but because of social media, we trade those feelings for this instant dopamine hit, instant gratification. I mean, come on, I feel like a lot of us don't have this patience. We want everything good, everything like right now. We want everything to happen right now, and I guess we just have no patience. That's what, at least for me, I realize that I don't have patience. But so the next point is actually a little bit more interesting, and it is that after taking this two-day break, I started re-knowing what it is to feel bored. Because once again, before I would always, like, whenever I'd hit this boredom, I would quickly mask it with going on Instagram. I would really not know what proper boredom felt like because I was always trying to find ways to distract myself. And many people, they try to run away from this feeling, but there are actually lots of benefits to boredom, to feeling bored. And one of the big benefits, and this is for my creatives out there, is that boredom can actually foster creativity. If you have this writer's block, if you can't come up with, an idea for a video like me sometimes, or an idea of what topic to do for an assignment at school, then go be bored, because that's when inspiration strikes. When you're scrolling on Instagram, on the other hand, like, you don't really have time to be in your thoughts. Like, you're thinking about what you're looking at. You're thinking about other people's lives, what they're doing. And then you start to compare yourself. You start to, doubt yourself. And all of these negative thoughts, they kind of they almost overshadow, they blur over your creative thinking ability. And it's true when people say, like, you get your best ideas when you're in the shower, when you're going on a walk, or lying in bed late at night, because that's when you're not on your phone. That's when you're not distracted by Instagram. And heck, I'm pretty sure all of my ideas came from no phone in sight. And I also want to kind of emphasize that I honestly feel like technology and the internet and social media is really just ruining and really endangering our creativity. Like, legit. And just think about it, like, in the past, like, all these inventions, like the telephone and all these other inventions that happened, they happened at a time when there was no social media. They happened when there was no technology. And now I don't really know of any crazy inventions. I feel like everything life-changing happened when there was no technology. And now it's just, we hit this plateau. We just hit this. To be honest, I don't know where I'm going with this, but you guys get what I mean. I feel like really technology is ruining our just creative ability. So, and the next one is, as much as it's nice to know what's happening in the world, as much as it's important to be aware of all the issues and events going on, sometimes it's also nice to just live under a rock for a bit, be a little bit more disconnected from everything. We're naturally all very curious species, and we all want to know what's happening. There's nothing wrong with wanting to know what's happening in other people's lives, but we don't always have to be in the loop. There shouldn't always be an urge to want to know what's going on. Maybe take that curiosity you have for others and once in a while just put it into yourself. Become curious about your own life and how you can elevate it. Another big fear people have when it comes to quitting or taking a break from social media is that they're scared that they're going to experience loneliness, because loneliness is something everyone is trying to run away from. And we all have this desperation to feel loved, of course. But I think taking a break is a chance for you to figure out who your actual real friends are. You may lose people when you quit or take a break, but if you lose the people, then they weren't even yours to begin with. And the people that do end up staying, those are the people then you're able to invest more energy into, and you're able to strengthen those relationships. I truly believe that when it comes to relationships and friendships, it's quality over quantity. I want to end off by again saying why I'm not going to quit Instagram. Even though not going on it for 2 days has maybe improved my mental health a little bit more, I feel so much more I just feel so much more awake. I don't want to quit it completely because Instagram has given me a sense of community. It's a way for me to stay connected with my long distance friends, especially. Now, while it's good to meet people organically in person, and while you should strive to, reach out to people in real life, it's not possible to cross paths with everyone that is meant to be in your life by just walking down a street. If you want to expand your social circle outside of just your proximity, and then Instagram is a really great place to diversify your connections. And actually, a lot of the people I talk to now are people that I reached out to on Instagram, and this friendship kind of began through Instagram. And I also just feel a lot more bold reaching out to people via text. I'm so scared to make a move in real life because the chances of, I guess, rejection are much higher. I don't know. I guess it's for me, it's when I reach out to people on Instagram, I just feel so much more safer. As selfish as it sounds, via text, I'm able to save my ego a little bit. Again, Instagram is a great way to reach out to people and make new friends if you are shy in person and you may be anxious as well. And I kind of just want to conclude by saying that Instagram is what you make it out to be. You can either make it the most toxic space ever, or you can make it meaningful and productive. Let's take chocolate as an analogy. Chocolate itself isn't bad for you, it's how much chocolate you eat that is bad. The more chocolate you eat, obviously, the more bad it is. And the same thing with social media. The more you consume it, the more detrimental it's going to be to your health. To finish off, I want to tell you guys how you can take advantage of your Instagram use. If you want to take away something good from the content you consume on social media, instead of mindlessly scrolling, become a researcher and ask questions such as, what is the post trying to show? Is this photo or video giving me some sort of value? And if this photo or video did well, why did it do well? And how can I take the content I see and make it my own? So switching from this consumer to creator mindset. At least for me, moving forward, I really just want to become a lot more intentional with how I consume information on the internet, on Instagram. I want to do more than just scroll on autopilot. And this is where adapting the researcher/creator mindset is gonna come in handy. Yeah, I guess this is it. This is the full video. I don't know what this was. I don't know if this was a podcast. I don't know if this was, to be honest, I just enjoy talking with you guys here. So hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully, I really hope this video taught you something new. I really want to bring forward valuable content. And so I hope this video helped. But yes, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Hopefully I don't have to redo this, because this is, I'm pretty sure, my third time retaking this whole video. So fingers crossed. It's good. See ya. Have a reason. My flashlight is on. Guys. Can't do this. There's a person walking there and back. I had a nice time just chatting with all of you, or had a nice time talking with you in the outside. It's actually very nice outside.